What's up, everybody? Today I just had my finals, so I'm super happy to have gotten that over with. And there's no better way to celebrate finishing finals than opening up a beer and watching Dimebag play guitar. So I thought we'd watch this together and go over this awesome guitar clinic, which I watch all the time while I drink. So, and just so you know, for those of you who haven't seen it yet, you can click the description below or check on my channel. I have it uploaded, re-uploaded. So yeah, here it is, Dimebag Darrell in 1990s. I think it's 1993, specifically June 3rd, 1993, Arlington, Texas.
Damn heavy.
I've actually got a cooler here.
I'm gonna open up. I want to thank my guitar tech, Grady C champion. I thank Vinny and Rex for jamming on my little DAT tape. Came out my 8-track room and just cranked it up a little. We got Bobby over here on the camera. If you need any questions or anything out of your car, he'll run out there and get it.
Okay, I gotta take a second. How glorious
my mom's in here
is Dime's hair?
There's Mom.
Like, I seriously want to grow my hair out and get a perm so it looks like that.
40% off on rentals. You gotta tighten that up. Who's got some questions, man? Let's do a couple.
And also, I really wanted to get one of his razor blade necklaces. But look how massive that thing is.
Right there.
It's huge. It's like the biggest one I've ever seen. Unless he's a tiny person. I don't know. I haven't seen him in person.
Some stuff, drop some mids, you know, tighten it up a little.
This is whenever he was much younger. I don't know, smaller.
Question. Come on. Don't lame it.
How'd you get your beard red?
There you go. Bust out, dude. Strings. 9 on the small end, 46 on the big end. Red beard.
You know, like, the best thing about this video
Put some color in it.
is he is both
Oh, yeah,
awkward and nervous
This guy's giving
and
a
confident
whole
and
Cadillac
awesome.
away coming up, man. Next Tuesday.
Like, that was
Go,
the magic that was done. That's why everybody loved him. Everybody that met him, I have it. But when you hear people talk about it, they always say the same thing.
So everybody come on out there. We're going to be cooking dogs. We're going to be drinking some beers and doing some illegal shit.
And he pimps this freaking Cadillac, this car dealership, this whole video. And,
He's cool. He's cool.
like, he's not sponsored by the Cadillac. He, like,
Cool questions.
he's
Guitar
just cool.
questions.
And he wants to help out his friend who sells cars.
Somebody?
Which I can get down because I've had a lot of friends who sold cars from Louisiana. Sales is the only job you can get. Either that or working on the oil rig.
I didn't use anything for it. It just came like, you know, from jamming. Yeah. I don't do a lot of just solid downs, you know, like.
And I love, like, he doesn't really plan out. I mean, he plans out to play, but everything else just questions and answering. Like, if you watch.
I seem to get a little more scratch out of the pick. You go down and bring it up. New level.
Yeah, that's me. It's because of Metallica. So everybody learned to play guitar because of Metallica. Always wanted to have fast down picking.
When you're playing, you don't rest your hand on the
And
bridge or anything.
honestly, we should have
Free
learned from Dime instead.
A little bit more on the pickup.
on your palm on it.
Yeah, you know, if you're all. Tools you off, you know. So whenever I get ready to jam live, that's usually about 10 minutes before.
Like, people are asking him how to palm mute, which is like the most basic heavy metal thing there is.
I work with number 1 and 2 right here.
And so that means, like, there's a good chance, like, people in the crowd don't even listen to heavy metal. They don't know anything about it. And literally a god, a saint, has walked in and is demonstrating for them. That's, like, amazing. I was literally exactly 10 years old. Like, I turned 10 the month prior to this. And I was right down the road, Louisiana. I could have, I was just a few hours away. I could have driven over here and watched this. I should have. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah.
Then of course, number 3.
He makes it look so easy.
And so on. For the right hand.
so you know, I am drinking Heineken. They're not a sponsor, but they should be.
Same thing, just do some picking. Not anything cool, just anything to get moving.
I want to know if he really gets that into it whenever he's practically warming up. He's like headbanging. It's like awesome.
Mom?
See my skeletal remains hat? Isn't that awesome? I actually ordered a
Good question, dude. Dean's
Black Dahlia murder
business for about
trucker hat
7 years or something
mailed
like that. And,
shortly.
They're back in
Must have been
business on their own
Friday.
in Dorsey, and they're making this
Oh,
model.
and I've got my
They made me one.
Power
It's
Trip shirt.
pretty choice.
If you don't know who
Gotta
them
tighten up
they
a
are,
couple things,
they're
but
awesome.
They should be on the
And if you
market
like
here in about
thrash,
1 or 2 months.
they're a new thrash band and they're amazing.
Ooh, ding. Where was it? Y'all hear that shit? Dude, check that door out. Kick it in.
Yeah.
Something.
Oh yeah, watch this.
All right, man, I guess we're gonna jam. Everybody's needing a little bit of a charge. What's up, Papa?
Hey, you got the same action going from your first fret to the top of the fretboard? Is it the same all the way?
Good question, man.
See, this is a man.
Bring it up a little higher on the big strings. You know, get a little more chunk out of
Like,
it.
I remember seeing an interview with Rex, who was the bassist for Pantera, and he was saying that when Rex and Dime's brother Vinny, may he rest in peace recently, were jamming together, Dime wanted to play. I mean, he's a little younger, but he didn't really know how to play too well. Anyway, so he spent a whole summer with Randy Rhoads guitar tabs, and they came out like this. That's literally Rex's story. That he went in not being able to play anything, like his house, his bedroom, with Randy Rhoads tab book, probably Kiss, knowing Dime, and they came out like an amazing guitarist. That's how Rex tells the story, which is pretty cool. But like hearing the Door pinch harmonic, it's like that's a guy who knows an instrument, who spent quite a bit of time with it. You know, I need to practice more. And I was rambling, but he said that Rex and his brother went to the practice space and they recorded the drum and bass just for his guitar clinics. It's pretty cool. And he's got it over in a tape recorder. It's my favorite part. He goes and just play on a tape recorder. Nah. And I was lucky enough to have been playing guitar while Dimebag Darrell, learning to play guitar while Dimebag Darrell was still in Pantera, around 2000, a little bit before. And I remember reading his column, Guitar World. I want to collect those one day. It's a dream of mine. But, and I remember reading a column he did where he said that most of his riffs he had like a tape recorder and just like record and play. And before Vinny, his brother, passed away, he said, they've got them all. Dime wrote whole songs. Like he'd go to Taco Bell one night, and come back and write a song about when he went to Taco Bell. And I just hope one day we'll get to hear those. Yeah, just for the fun of it. Man, those solos. Yeah, imagine being in this little friggin' Arlington guitar center. I don't know if it's guitar center or something, but listen to this. Can you guys tell what shirt he's wearing? Like the quality of the video is not that great. It's like a skull smoking something. It's probably a band, but I can't make it out. So for those who don't really know about Pantera, let me give you a little context. Dimebag Daryl had recorded Cowboys from Hell, which, you know, was amazing, revolutionary at the time. At the time, the U.S. is still recovering from grunge.
Questions.
And they recorded Vulgar Display of Power. This is in between Vulgar Display of Power
Questions on
and
anything you just checked out?
which we'll talk about next time.
Pull off,
Yeah,
Dad.
right.
Bring it up.
Okay.
Cool. Questions. Come on. This is your chance, dude. Bust my shit, man. Let me know what's up.
Two-string band, man. Did you do it with one finger?
2 strings, like what, Dad?
When you're bending up with, like that double stop, so you're doing it with your, and you're bending up with one finger, holding both strings. And you do that a lot.
Sure. I mean,
Why not?
cool. We'll change guitars while you guys rack your brains and think up some questions.
How about drop D, man?
How about what?
Drop D tuning.
Yeah, this whole thing's tuned down.
Use that?
What's the deal?
How often you use it?
New level, walk. Just, we don't like
Yeah,
stick to
so-
it all the time, but just to get a
Let's
little
go change
more-
guitars. Check it out.
So you usually have like one guitar in the drop D tuning and the other one just,
Yeah.
okay.
Go sticks, dude. They're all over your head.
All over it.
Like, obviously, this is a new Dean.
Somebody
It's
busted
nothing
up.
like
It's
the
my
one
bad.
he's got there, which this guitar he won.
You want me to open that one up, huh?
So what I talked about,
That's cool.
he was in
This is the guy that calls me up.
his bedroom and then he learned to play guitar. When he came out, he
He
entered in I think seven to nine guitar contests, and he won every single one of them.
Just add a little bottom end. Drop
He
it
won
to
a
the
Randall
end.
amp, and he run that guitar,
That's the one on the
Well,
bottom there.
the prototype for this guitar,
Yeah.
which
Also
I
got a
bought.
flanger doubler.
Yeah.
It's
And
Dean,
like if I hit a squeal or something, you
and
might
it
crank
sounds
on
amazing. It's very light. Some people don't like them, but it's like a dream when I was able to buy this. But
So he's pretty much
he
working
won
on
that
there,
guitar,
doing flip-
and
Yeah,
it's
we work together
like
real well.
there's a video online.
Hell yeah.
You can
makes a lot
search
easier
for
to
it,
get all yourself.
where
Yeah,
he's
and
showing
you
it
don't
off,
get into fucking-
and it's like he's
that's cool, but
that thing has been glued together every way you could imagine.
Concentrate more on what you're doing.
You gotta
That's
stomp on
cool.
his feet when he
That's
misses it, man.
yeah, throw beer at him or something.
I mean, that's the way I am.
So,
I'm not a
small
big
car
pedal guy.
company on Tuesday,
I've got-
cooking dogs, free beer, giving a gold Cadillac away. Questions?
I've got
Somebody? What's up?
Tube Screamer Mini.
About 8
That's
times,
literally the
man.
only pedal I have. I have a
It's
noise,
good, don't it?
noise gate.
Check the headstock out. Plenty of stories
Because
on
I like to
that.
crank it.
Jammed on it many a nights, man. Get to
I'm
the
not a
gig,
big
wake up about 10 minutes
stomp
before time
box
to get out of
guy.
Grady's in my bunk going, dude, I was carrying
Yeah,
the
see?
case in, man. And I was just hearing something rattling in there, and I opened it up, dude, your headstock's flopping around in there. Some fucking super glue and a C-clamp. Played it with a C-clamp many a nights, just barely holding it on. Sure. Fuck it.
Which sponsor up to find that one in?
No, this I won this one, man. And I sold it. I won it in a guitar contest about 8 years ago, and that's how I got turned on to Randall. I won a half stack. Heard the crunch and said, cool. I could work off of it and try to get something original.
I just don't know how a C clamp could hold the tension of the strings, but I guess it can. I don't know.
Oh yeah, used Randall for a long time.
So who else have you jammed with besides your band?
You name it, man. You know.
You were just at the Randy Rhodes benefit here not too long ago,
Right.
down in California.
And you
That
notice
was pretty cool.
on the guitar, he's got the
I'll tell you
four
exactly how it
members
was.
of
It was
Kiss,
okay,
little
but
stickers.
it's basically a lot of people that were jamming in.
It's
a cool
amazing.
band at
It's
one
like
time that,
so many
hadn't been
guitarists
jamming
were
in a long
heavily
time that were
influenced by
more
Kiss,
skips
but
out on their
they
spot
pretty
or
much
what
play
they're
pop
gonna
music.
jam
I've never
on,
really
and
got that.
Everybody running around with their guitar just dying to get on stage and jam. I was like, call me when it's my turn. I'll be out in the van, you know. L.A. skid sesh. Everybody just,
Yeah.
oh, dude, you know. That's how it was. But it was cool. I enjoyed. We jammed with Blue Saraceno, which is a good bud of mine and like one of my new favorites. Turned me on to him. What was that? Wait, lost it. Wrong tuning. Is that watch over there? That's the man that stole the bus driver's watch, and now his name's Watch. Check him out. No, it's true. There it was. Questions? Bell? Where's the beer, dude? Exactly.
When you started out,
Candy sweat.
One of these days, I gotta go to Arlington and just.
That's what I thought.
Ace Rally, big
I've
time.
Like-
read a couple magazine articles. I just
I
wanted
don't
to
know.
know how true they were, like, you know, guitar practice musician. You said that Ace was guy.
So,
He's the one that started and everything like
to
that.
be fair,
Encourage and stuff.
Dime
Kiss, you
wasn't.
know, Kiss.
Dime's playing
Van
wasn't my chiefest,
Halen.
like
Yeah.
my
Shit like that,
main
early Van Halen.
influence when I was learning to play guitar.
What are some of your favorite Kiss?
I was like 13.
What's that?
What are some of your favorite Kiss?
Mainly because he was just too good. Like I just couldn't play it. You know, I couldn't play
record up
anything.
till,
And
yeah, lick it up or
so,
something like that, you know.
like
I even like lick it
Metallica,
up a little bit, you know. I'm like a big
you
Ace
know,
fan, so
I could play Metallica
old
riffs
Kiss.
much easier. Even some Metallica solos, you know.
Don't have too many, man.
And
Still
so
listen to my
I
old
was
records
mainly a
lot, you
Metallica
know.
fan.
What about somebody?
But Dimebag as a
Bill Lawrence,
person,
XL 500
like I
L's.
loved the idea of Dimebag. I love Pantera,
You
you
know
know,
the
obviously
nickname
listening
for
to
him.
it. And I read his columns in Guitar
Anybody,
World,
anybody.
but I mean, I just couldn't
Yeah,
play
man,
it.
I get
Like
mine
I could
from
play
Stuart McDonald.
Walk, you know, at the
Yeah.
beginning. That's it.
I don't know, man. They still got them. I still
And,
get them all the time. They're
but-
kind of tough to find, man. But
I'll never
Big
forget
Dean will have the pickup and everything.
when he died, you know, to bum everybody out. But I was
Heavy.
driving to get beer,
Huh?
and
much
I
were
was
you
underage.
driving?
I was like 19,
This one's
but
priceless.
there was a beer place that would sell it to
When they
me,
come out,
and I was
I-
driving, and
So it's kind of like we're still
It was in
working it out. We're
college.
gonna have like the full
And
blown
they-
series.
it was like
and,
2 seconds
and
on
then
the
we're gonna have,
radio.
like, the half C cut series,
Guitarist
which
for
would be, like,
Pantera
you know,
dies.
cheap,
No,
probably
the weather.
bolt-on neck and some shit like that.
I was like, what? What the fuck? And so I like turned around immediately. I ran to the computer
Les
lab
Paul.
on campus,
Definitely. Les Paul.
and
Is Jerry Warren in the
and,
house?
I read it, you know, in
Okay.
Yahoo News.
I guess we're gonna do a little more jamming.
Devastating to me. I mean, it was like one of the.
What about lessons?
It hit me harder than
That's pretty much
pretty much
sit
most
in my
things
room
that have
and
ever
jam.
happened to me in my life. I
When
can't
you
even
start
remember,
time to.
except maybe my grandmother dying. Like literally, it hit me that hard.
Wawa kids.
I mean, people don't realize. I mean, obviously, bands do, but the impact of someone walking on stage. I mean, you know, mass shootings happen all the time. But, you know, I don't want to. You know, it's amazing to think that Pantera, before they released Cowboys from Hell, they had already released 5 albums or something as a power metal band. One with Phil singing power metal. And they started off as a cover band. And then they started slowly. They had an original singer who left. Then Phil jumped in. I think they recorded one album with Phil. I think it's called Power Metal or something. And then, most likely with Phil's influence, they shifted style from power metal to straight up metal with a southern tinge. There's a band, and like, put it in the comments if you know it. But there's a band out of New Orleans which had a similar style to Pantera, pre-Pantera, sludgy, still kind of thrashy, but had the groove element to it. And you know, people accuse Pantera of stealing that style, but I mean that's bullshit. That's like saying Tesseract Periphery stole Meshuggah. I mean, it's influence, that's it. So. Look at that crowd. Look at these guys.
It's a new one.
They have no idea
Seems like it's got more
what they're watching. Do they?
range. What's up here? Gets real Tony down low and then short. Pretty cool. Jim Dunlop. This thing. Fucking obnoxious.
I need to get a new wah pedal.
Steve I, kids.
I heard Zach Wild's pedal's pretty good.
You know how he pulls that shit off?
I remember he used one of those.
That sucked. Except he does it without that fucking pedal, you know? That hugs.
Have you ever got a chance to meet him or anything, talk to him?
Nah, I heard he's into it though.
Oh, really?
Heard he's got a singer and made him skin his head back a little. That hugs.
When you play
Candy
live,
sweat.
when you play live like
See, I love that.
a tune that has a rhythm background.
Okay,
What do you do?
so he's talking about Devin Townsend. Okay, so in 1993, Devin Townsend just recorded an album with Steve Vai. That's what he's talking about. How awesome is that? Devin Townsend's now God. You know, people worship him because he's amazing. So he's talking about Devin Townsend. That's awesome. I wonder if Devin's seen this video.
Dude, you know, I do some pentatonic, little minor, little major, you know, that's about as far as it goes. I'm not like, you know,
Just real quick, so I reposted this video on my site. It's not out of because I wanted to steal because no one's watching it. No one watches this freaking my channel and no one cares.
a lot of stuff
But
I do is just like,
the thing is, I reposted it because I just want people to see it. Like, I don't care. I'm not gonna monetize or anything like that. It's just if one person stumbles on my repost of this video, which I credited where I got it from. If you look in the description, where I reposted it. But I just think people need to see it. People need to see Dime. Saying Dime. As Zach would say.
call it. Was that, did I hear that thing again? Nice little candy swig going. What do you think of that? Looks good, don't it? Bass mouth. The bitch got a bass mouth. That sucks. That's cool. This chick came over to my house and strapped me in. I was like, didn't know who she was, and she was just hanging out and kept hanging out. Wanted to know a little bit about the clock, about
You know what I
the
just
coffee,
love? It's
what's
like,
up with the dog, well, you know,
Dean
about
did such a
Richard.
good job. I mean,
Just kept going and kept going. I'm like, every
this
time I go
guitar
and
is
say something, she's,
identical
you know,
to that
you know,
guitar.
You know, kept going.
I know.
Till she breaks out this pipe, dude.
I don't think
Dead
he
serious,
doesn't have
about a
Seymour
month ago.
Duncan's.
Breaks out this fucking crank pipe, dude. Starts loading it up, and she's gonna fire it up right there in my house, you know. Couldn't get a word in. That lasted about 2 hours. Of course, she got kicked with the pipe. Went down. But wrote a tune about her.
7 of me. Okay, I'm getting blurry. Focus camera.
Because she's on crank. She toast it through her glass pipe. The very
My video.
next she's the
My camera
roll
focus.
through.
There we go.
First base, second base, third base, home run. Don't get a base pipe. First base, second
Okay, so real quick,
base, home
this has
base.
happened to me.
Shut your goddamn base mouth. Base mouth. The fucking bitch has got a base mouth.
I was at a friend's house, and like we all, like this girl came over. We all went out and smoked cigarettes. I used to smoke cigarettes, and then we came back inside.
Had to crank her up
When
on
we came back inside, she goes, "Oh, I'm gonna go smoke," and she went outside. And I was like, "We just smoked."
Light her up,
What were we
Dad.
just talking about? I was like, "Whatever." We're like playing Smash Brothers or something.
What's that? No, no, no.
She comes back in,
Four-track.
and it was like a different person. Like her hair suddenly was different. It's like, and no, keep in mind she was very pretty, and like before she went out, she was a very like normal person. She seemed like cool. But she came back in a completely different. Her hair was crazy. She was like talking a million miles an hour. She kept moving around. And then after a minute, she like laid on the couch and went to sleep. Then woke up, went in the kitchen, and like did the dishes. Then came back and went to sleep on the couch. She would like do stuff like that for like hours. She's like get up, do something, fall asleep. I was like, what the hell? And I asked my friend, dude. I was like, dude, what's up with this chick? He's like, oh, she's probably back on the crack. I was like, what? Okay, 170 is fat to die.
Then everything C-section. You want to know how to do some squeals? Or do you want to learn some Steve Iron?
Man, I wish I was there. I would ask him so many questions.
See in the dark, basically, or
Yeah.
so when you start stage, you can see where.
You know. All buzzed up looking for it.
Yeah. So I figured.
You know. So man, squeals, check it out. Let me teach you a little lesson here. Since I'm the teacher.
Oh, the tape.
Squeals, dude. Just tighten up the top big strings. Let your thumb with the cane nail hanging over it. Quieten it up a little. Cut the little ones down. Just leave the G open. Flick it. Look, Mom, no hands.
Yeah, because there's two ways to do it. You can just pick it and have a similar sound, but he does it different. He like flicks it.
And while it's down, get you a harmonic.
And I love how this is the only lesson he gives in this whole clinic. He doesn't give any other
But
lessons.
you do it pretty quick, you know. You don't really hear the bam. You know,
It's like literally the most complicated thing is what he gives a lesson on. No one in that crowd could do that. Like those people were asking, how do you do palm muting? Do you think they could be able to do?
Catch it. Small
Yeah,
lesson.
right.
When you pull those like off the second,
They don't even own a guitar with a tremolo on it.
Is there anything that may need to be adjusted on the bridge?
Nah, not really. It's just like just go for it, you know. Everybody's like harmonics, huh? 5th, 7th, 12th, you know. That's like natural harmonics and shit. But as far as I'm concerned, there's pretty much a harmonic everywhere. Like on the front for like heresy. Pretty tricky. Get some high ones down in the...
So, by the way, this is the first video I'm filming on my channel here. No one will ever watch this. No one's gonna sit here and watch me
Yeah.
Watch me
you know,
watch a
I mean,
dime video
more
for an
day,
hour.
more it's gonna be open to catch
But,
a harmonic and
I just thought it was a good way to
But
start.
you don't wanna get it all
Like, I
shrill
want to
and
do guitar
you know.
stuff, you know. I
Demons,
play guitar,
I do these down here.
and so. And, so I just thought this would be a cool way to start off my channel. I kind of wanted to do this, like on Twitch or as a live video. That way people could just stumble on it and maybe comment while I'm filming. But I didn't know how to do that. So this is what you got.
Catching something?
Yeah.
How many years have you been playing?
About 13. Or 13. I don't know, Mike, how long you been selling cars? 4?
Well, the way. So like I showed off my dime,
That's your
my
bar right
Dean
there. If you
from
need a
hell.
car, he'll tuck the note for you.
and I don't know if I'd ever do like gear videos. I kind of want to just jam every now and then,
Cool.
maybe do
Get
funny
ready to rock it up
videos.
one last time. Questions, man, if you got it. Bust me up, dude.
Who writes most of the songs?
I'm not a
All
very
right,
good
most all the
guitarist,
riffs, and Phil writes most
but
all the lyrics, but it's between me, Vinny, and Rex. You know, that's where it all comes together and stuff. Everybody's got like, you know, some ideas and stuff. I got like the main parts of the riffs and stuff, and we just get together and.
What
You
if
know.
somebody tries to change your riff? Like, why don't you try something else?
We try it.
Change it up.
We try it. Wide open. Yeah, we don't
So
skid.
nobody really argues that much or whines like, no, I want it this way.
Now, we don't have like that setup where if you're the one that writes the song, you make all the money, you know, we got it cut up cool.
Oh, well, I'm sure
You know,
that.
so,
But as far as writing the song, really making the song, like,
well, that's why they're as powerful as they are, is because all four of us, you know, go back and forth, and we always agree, you know, when it comes down, you know, we'll try anything until it's right.
You know, people give Phil a hard
So what we
time.
think's right.
yeah, you never feel dissatisfied with a song.
Yes,
No,
Phil is
especially
super
not Vulgar
talented to
Display
this
Power.
day.
Like,
It's
right,
only
I
getting
mean,
better.
he has
What?
this
like writing it one way
amazing
and then
ability
let's try it another way.
as a
Nah,
musician.
Nah, if you can better it, man, go for it. You know?
The fact of the matter
Let's say you like
is,
the other
it was
way.
his fault.
Dude,
If
get
you
roped
listen to
up
the
and figure it
riffs
out,
of
you know?
Damage Plan, the guitars of Damage Plan are amazing. Vocals,
You got that whining bass player.
not as
it's
good.
gotta be like this.
and that ultimately that was the problem with Damage Plan.
Check it out.
The drumming and guitars are phenomenal.
Well,
The riffs in Damage Plan are just as good as any Pantera riff. And so those were meant to be Pantera. That was meant to be a Pantera album. And but you know, Phil was recovering from heavy drug addiction, and I think a lot of guilt and shame and pressure because of that. And that was the reason. It's unfortunate. I don't want. There's no really point to talk about it. I mean, this is a topic that's been discussed a billion times.
Boston, dude. That's my first song.
But
I swear it was. Bell was on bass back then. Bell was on bass. not the free bass though, like that chick though. That chick, dude.
what was my first song?
She's
Probably
famous and she don't even know it.
Enter Sandman, like everybody else.
Questions?
When y'all coming back in town,
Man, as Pantera, a wow, you know, because we're doing this new record. We're going to do these 6 dates with Megadeth, come back and just crank it out. So as soon as the new record gets done, dude, you know we're going back out on tour. We tour our asses off, you know. We've been out for fucking 2.5 years almost. If you count Cowboys from Hell, you know, it's been solid for 3
You know what's
or 4.
funny? Like, I didn't get into
Been on
Megadeth
the Billboard charts
until
for
later in
68
life.
weeks straight now.
Like I
haven't dropped
mentioned, I
out of
was
the top 200. Got a gold record.
big
which
into
is- I'm real proud of,
Metallica
I'm real proud
and
of.
Pantera.
That's 500,000
I didn't like
copies
start listening to
sold. It's up
Megadeth until I was like in my
600,000 now.
20s.
Cowboys is at 425, about to be 500, which is going to be gold. You know, so just keep selling, and the faith's there, and the fans are there, and everything's good. And looking forward to getting back out
So
and
this
doing
is
it again. and
before
that's
he
why
ever got a platinum.
everything
That's
everything
amazing.
that's gone so good for us, we're not going to fuck up by, you know, trying to write a good record or anything that's going to make us any more money, because everything that's ever made us in the first place was you, the fans, and enjoying what we do, the heavy stuff. So the next record's just going to be a serious, solid. So you look for that. You know, when I was a kid and I wanted to buy a heavy record, I went and bought Metallica records, you know, or anything like that, you know, Judas
That-
Priest. And
You always
I was
hear these
let
metal
down
bands who
if I took the record home and it
apologize
didn't
for being
crush
metal
me, you know,
bands.
and then you start looking for somebody
Like I was
else
watching
to do it. You know,
an
now we're the
interview
guys
with the lead
that
singer of
a lot of kids
Intronaut.
are going out to buy the records to get
And
polarized, you
it's
know,
an amazing
so
band. Everybody should check it
That's
out.
what we do best.
But the whole time he just felt so guilty when he was talking about, oh, you know, it's like, oh, this is heavy, oh, that's silly.
Well, I kind of play what's on the records a lot live.
You shouldn't be
know,
ashamed
and,
because you play heavy music.
It's like, you know, people that don't play
And
guitar.
Pantera
think
was
if you,
like, we're not.
improvise
That's
and
what we
go off
do.
on something,
That's what we
they
like
think
to
you
do.
fucked up, you
We're a
know,
heavy metal
you're-
band,
you're
and
like
we
something
like
else.
interviews.
So,
Don will say,
stick to
we're
the
a
stuff
metal
on the
band.
record.
But you watch a friggin' Death Heaven interview, and it's like, oh yes, we like to experiment. We like to be our hearts in love and screw you, dude. You're a friggin' metal band. Shut the hell up.
You know, we were going to the lead section. I looked at
Friggin'
Rex
thrash
and
it out.
Hey,
It pisses
you know,
me
and I
off.
was
That pisses me off
switch
more than
keys.
anything.
I was bored and I went, pulled that number, you know. So stuff like that stays, but I also take it home to my 8-track sometimes and, you know, just sit there and play a couple tracks on that and then just pick the best of that. It's never really been a problem to sit there and try to figure out, you know, what's this one gonna take, you know. But, you know, sometimes you gotta fuck with it, so.
What was it like?
Are all the songs ready for the next release?
No. No, it's like Vulgar Display. We wrote Vulgar in like almost 2 weeks, had it cut in 2 months. You know, I hear all these bands taking, you know, years and shit to do their records, and, you know, we do it like live anyway, so it doesn't take that long.
You have
I was going to ask, what was, when you jammed with Rob Halford, didn't y'all do something with Rob Halford on a record or something like that? And, was he pretty cool? Or was he
Yeah, Rob's great.
Here's a random Rob Halford. I remember
Calls up to back him up. He's
Rob
doing,
Halford was
Fight
hanging
right
out
now,
with
which is his new
Maynard
band.
from
We just
Tool.
did that one track for him. Light
And it
Comes
was
Out
right,
Black
it
for
was
Buffy
in
the
between,
Vampire Slayer or whatever it was. Pretty cool. Lots of fun. We did that song.
it was in between
one
Enema
day,
and
He sang
Lateralus.
it the next day, and he got mixed.
And and Maynard was showing Rob Halford some
Anybody
some,
else last call for alcohol?
some of his side projects,
Okay.
and he was like,
Actually, I hadn't played since I
He
got
was
home
like,
from the last clinic run.
"Oh yeah, dude,
6 days.
that's like really cool and
Almost got
everything,
killed
like
in a
perfect
fucking
circle.
prop
That's
thing.
awesome, Judith." I think he was showing him Judith. Like, yeah, Judith's
Skinned
cool.
my ass off.
But where's Tool, dude?
Got home,
I
you
just
know,
love that.
I don't
Love that
really
story.
have time to practice,
In perfect circles,
If
awesome.
I'm
By
gonna
the
be
way.
playing, I'm gonna be writing bass mouth or something, just having fun, Tighten that up. True life
Honestly,
experience.
so as far as this channel goes, like one of the biggest things I've been thinking about
I mean, if you got
is
people on tape and you're jamming, I'll help
I
you
want to
out.
just talk about and show what I want.
Sure. I mean,
Like,
Texas bands and stuff.
For example, I just bought today
My fucking word is go.
the new
do
Mastodon
it up.
album.
When I'm in town, of course,
Vinyl.
if somebody's jamming up the
I collect
street,
vinyl
Lonesome
because
Dove,
I'm a
or whatever,
hipster.
Bell
I'm not a
calls me up,
hipster.
"Dude, let's go to Lonesome
But
Dove."
I only buy
Go tighten it
vinyl
up, get up on
albums.
stage,
I
jam
do
a
it to
couple
support the
tunes, whatever,
bands.
No problem.
Anyway, so like,
Any questions about my column?
I don't care about making videos that people like.
I ask them that too, Fuck, I'm running out of
I'm
shit.
all about.
No, they said,
I just want to
as
make
long as they keep it
videos
good,
of me jamming,
on it and shit, and they
doing
said,
stuff like this.
like my columns get really good.
Maybe I'll show off
reports
some
and
of my
shit,
vinyl
people writing
records,
some
some of the
good
cool
shit,
stuff,
they
like,
said,
and tell stories
keep
about
hyping me
it,
up on it,
personal
so
stuff.
crank up on some
You know,
sexual.
I don't think I'll be able to monetize much of it because most of it's probably copyright protected. But yeah, that's kind of what I want to do with this channel. Just wear sunglasses, wear power trip shirts, and skeletal remains hats, and look like a freaking dork. But,
It's back. Cool. So you ready to rip it one time? Let's do it up. Crank this one up real good. Let's do it one last time. Light up the Chinese restaurant.
okay, this is what I don't understand. He said Vinny and Rex recorded the backing track in their practice space, but that was Phil. Did Phil show up? I mean, this still look the album track. I don't get that part. He said it pretty good there. You know, this is the suckiest thing. Like, you can talk to people, and they'll be into Pantera. They'll say, yeah, Pantera's awesome. You talk to them, hey, yeah, we're into Metallica. And maybe they're into Mastodon. Maybe they've liked a Gojira track. But that's it. You know, in their spare time, they're listening to whatever popular music is. There are so many bands out right now that are amazing. So many guitars, so many artists. It's really the best time in history to be a fan of metal. I don't know where I said that. I'm trying to grow my hair out long again. I had my hair long and then like I cut it, but I have nightmares. I cut it, like so I'm probably gonna grow it long again, even though I'm like an old person. Look at this dude in the crowd. He's like, they're just standing there. Okay, this is 1993. People just, I don't know, people watching Pearl Jam and Nirvana all day long. You know, Pearl Jam had a few rowdy moments. But like now, like there would be a pit. There would be a mosh pit in that pit. So, I've been planning on getting a new tattoo. Just thought I'd let you know that information. While I'm watching how amazing Dimebag is on the guitar. I need to go back and watch this again. Did they say what is the name of the guitar place they are? I wonder if they're still in operation. Probably not. And look at the size of that freaking razor blade necklace. Bill Lawrence. That's the name of the pickup he's got. So I've got two more Duncans in mine. Even though the front pickup looks the same. I don't know. It's not labeled. Who uses the front pickup? We're metal guitarists. We don't use the back pickups. So now he's just jamming. Yeah. So anyway, that's the end of the video. Like if you go and check out the original video, which I have linked, he goes into like a signing session and stuff like that. So you can watch that. But yeah, so I know no one sat through this whole thing, but if you did, I appreciate it. Yeah, I will see you guys later. Feature cool.